after that. So I like my voice. I know this man, but some of us might know him and not. Right, so welcome to this special day. This is the special day for a special man who will be celebrating 70 years of being gifts as pastor and also 70 years ago to the late. So we thank you. Massive travels and for just hand the code at the gate. Please make sure come and do that. Scan the code and make sure that we pay for the money at some. And I said that there where it's part of coffee ministry and agriculture. So it started this primary education is not coffee flesh, and if you do feel to want to get help yourself as a result of the program that preceded the Nigerian Biafra War, Civil War. Is a very proud son of Arochukwu, and if Pastor Sochin has not told you yet that you are from Arochukwu, maybe you might need to look in the mirror, because every beautiful, handsome person comes from Arochukwu. He says it all the time. So if you haven't said, a beautiful daughter of Arochukwu or beautiful son of Arochukwu, then please look in the mirror. There might be something missing. Because everyone that is beautiful comes from Arochukwu. I come from Arochukwu too. And has the recognition and the title of Ezi Umwa Awo, Okeigo, which means a good son of the soil. He finished his secondary education in 1973 from the prestigious Igbo National High School, Aba, one of the schools established by the Igbo Union as one of the first May June pass-outs. After a brief period of teaching in 1973 and also working with the then Nigerian Amicable Assurance Company Limited at Aba in the present Abia State, Lawrence enlisted in the Nigerian police force in 1974 and passed out in 1975 after 12 months of rigorous training where he won the best baton, otherwise known as the Baton of Honor. I can believe that. Having taken the first position in the class 1 drill and range, which is shooting, which meant that he became the youngest inspector of police in the history of the Nigerian police force. After his training, he was posted to Lagos State and then the capital of Nigeria, and worked at Lion Buildings. It wasn't long before he met Fela Anikulapo Kuti. Number 2, if he hasn't talked about Fela to you, then you don't know him. If when he comes to your service and he's preaching and he doesn't talk about what they did in those days with the Fela camp, then maybe you were not listening to that message in particular. So that's the second one. The first one is Arochukwu. The second one is Fela Anikulapo. I'm going somewhere. Follow me. And with whom he fell in love because he believed that he shared the musician's fearless nature and flair to call a spade rather than gardening instrument. He later left the police force despite the fact that he had the potential to rise to the position of Inspector General of the Police Force had he remained. He left because he couldn't afford to be gagged. He had gagged, right? He had testified and told the truth of what he had witnessed when Kalakuta Republic Fela's residence was burnt down in February 1977, a few days after Festac 77, which obviously didn't go down with the superiors. He was arrested and detained by the military police, and the moment he stepped out of the inquiry at the National Theatre, the late Kanmi Ishola Oshobu, one of Fela's lawyers, fought for his release. If you have read one of his books, you would know that this kind of environment is not new. He was in and out of it. That made Lawrence believe that despite the prospects of going high in the profession, the police force wasn't meant for him. He joined one of the biggest banks in Nigeria and later worked with the Veritas Insurance Company, where his late uncle, Maxi J.O. Nsofo, was the chief accountant. He toured Nigeria and handled the internal audits of the area offices comprising Enugu, Port Harcourt, Benin, Kaduna, Ibadan, Jos, and Lagos. He resigned and went for further studies, first at St. Edward's University in Texas, and from there at Punjab University, Chandigarh. I pronounced it the way they pronounced it. Yeah. Lawrence would travel from India to Lagos to sing at Fela's shrine after Fela's arrest and sentence, and this continued until he himself got arrested in Italy for drugs. Things fell apart for him and he became a perpetual prisoner, a jailbird. Lawrence had at several points attempted suicide several times as a result of depression. Our humorous God also arrested him in one of those prisons in 2002. Today, Lawrence goes wherever the Lord takes him, and his testimonies have set several people free from various forms of bondage. He's on a mission to give back to the community what God had done in his own life. His vision is saving lives, one at a time. Saving lives, one at a time. And his motto is, there is no life battered, shattered, or scattered that Jesus cannot gather. He's an author of several best-selling books, including From Prison to Pulpit, Soul Winning, Made Simple, Not Without a Scar, Depression, The Silent Killer, Positioned by Grace, and today, The Stubborn Faith, which will be launching. He is married to his soulmate, his stainless star. Stainless star, Stella, Mary, now, who he calls his angel, a unique gift from God Almighty, Proverbs 29:14.
1914.
Okay, right, 1914. And they are blessed with 3 beautiful children. Can we clap for a man? That is a great testimony to have. That is who we are here to celebrate today. I even thought that, Pastor Solution wears this badge that talks about, how I give up smoking. If you need to know more, ask me. I thought maybe for today's birthday, he might even forget to wear it. He's wearing it. I always have to look and make sure that it matches, the color matches what he's wearing. You look good, you look cool. For 70-year-olds, Okay, so we're going to play a video of a drum tribute.